Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hai teman-teman, perkenalkan nama aku Wahdini, NIM 2310812005. Hari ini aku bakal ngerjain tugas yaitu latihan Pronunciation dengan teks yang sudah disediakan oleh Bapak Handoko sebagai dosen pengampu. Jadi untuk teksnya nanti mungkin akan aku taruh di sini. So, here we go. The environment plays a crucial role in the sustainability of life as we know it here on Earth. All living things depend on the planet's resources to survive, and if humans continue to pollute and overuse these resources, they may be completely destroyed or depleted in a matter of years. Recently, a number of environmental issues have risen to new heights, affecting economies and policies worldwide. The US is just one of many countries suffering from and contributing to this effect. From air pollution to the depletion of non-renewable resources, the nation is beginning to recognize and address environmental issues within its borders. Below, we'll take a closer look at the current environmental issues in the US, how it may be exacerbating these problems, and what the country may do to resolve them. 1. Deforestation. Each year, the US population grows by more than 1,700,000 people, and each person, statistically speaking, requires an additional acre of land and highways. This rapid influx of people has increased the demand for urbanization, resulting in a troubling rise in the deforestation as we seek to find more land on which to build. Of course, using the land to host more and more people means less open land and farmland, more overcrowding, and a hug loss of biodiversity and animal habitats all over the country. 2. Air pollution. While air quality has improved greatly in the last 50 years, it still remains an issue in many major cities with large population. Sunny California is particularly praised to improve its air quality. Last year, the top 12 US cities with the most polluted ozone were all located in California. And by year-round particle pollution, 3 California cities tied for first place as the most polluted. So, while the US may not struggle with air pollution as much as India or China, we still have much room for improvement. 3. Global warming. Of all the current environmental issues in the US, global warming may be the most notable because its effects are so far-reaching. From melting glaciers to more intense hurricanes, Earth's rising temperatures are causing any number of negative effects on both local climates, weather patterns, and nearly every community in the US and on the planet as a whole. The issue even contributes to air pollution as peaks in the temperature spark with fires across the nation. Just take a look at Australia's recent blaze and its struggle with air pollution. These fires burn for months, releasing carbon and particulate matter into the air. Moreover, wildfires destroy crops and wildlife habitats, exacerbating food shortages and the loss of biodiversity. 5. Water pollution. While the Environmental Protection Agency EPA does a relatively good job of regulating drinking water quality, our lakes, oceans, and rivers are still suffering a great deal of water pollution. On a global scale, People dump 2 million tons of sewage into the waterways every single day, plus pesticides and other chemicals on the lands often add to water and drainage runoff that funnels into these waterways, putting chemicals in our main bodies of water and drinking sources. And some pollution like microplastic and dissolved metals and medication are difficult to remove even though industrial wastewater purification process. Additionally, abandoned U.S. mines continue to release pollution into waterways. In Colorado alone, mines have pollution 2,300 kilometers of streams. The Department of Environmental Protection, EPA, enforces the regulation for water safety. However, some controversial EPA policies and federal protection changes are currently receiving pushback for risking dangerous water pollution and wetland damage. 5. Natural resources depletion. The demand for resources will only grow as the U.S. population continues to increase. Energy and water demand in particular are set to grow by 50% in the next 10 years. Intensifying resource stresses and bringing new uncertainties to our sustainability as a nation and international relation. Agriculture commodities will also remain tight over the next decade as the U.S. turns farmland into urban communities. Non-renewable materials like oil, mineral, and metals will also continue to vanish over time. How much longer until there are no more of these resources left? Were it enough to do something? If the US carries on with urbanization at its current breakneck pace, biodiversity, natural resources, trade agreement, and the economy will likely continue to suffer. However, as Americans become increasingly aware of environmental issues and their effect on their personal well-being, more people are beginning to take action to slow this effect. One viable solution is the Paris Agreement, which Obama signed in 2016. Within this agreement, nearly every country pledged to cut carbon emission, but the Trump administration has since begun to dismantle climate change policies, even announcing a U.S. withdrawal from the accord in June of 2017. Some policymakers don't think renewable energy management is the answer to these issues. Others, like Donald Trump, simply don't believe in climate change at all. So, at the federal level, policymakers aren't currently introducing many solutions to environmental issues. Thus, the fate of the US and the planet continues to fall into the hands of the general public. Luckily, corporation, organization, and the average citizen have all proposed and enacted solutions to this environmental issue. Individuals are putting the EPA in the spotlight, and businesses are receiving legal assistance for conservation and environmental law compliance. In addition, university and major corporations commit to net zero emission of major reduction in energy usage. Next, community members frequent farmers markets, support small business, and work to reduce, reuse, and recycle plastics and other materials. Others are eating less meat or buying repurposed clothes to reduce their carbon footprint. Organization for reforest barren lands and actively fight for change together, and the people are a force to be reckoned with and working as one we may incite worldwide change. Sekian tugas dari saya. Mohon maaf apabila ada kekurangan. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.